Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wa binasta'in ala muddin watin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain amma ba'du. Hi, my name is Fatal Zarif, and in today's video, I want to give a short IT tutorial on how to install Tailwind CSS into your Visual Studio Code. So first, I want to give you guys a little introduction about what is Tailwind CSS all about. So, firstly, here in this 7css.com, rapidly build modern websites without ever leaving your HTML. So, in most cases of HTML and CSS, you mostly need to have two folders or two files, such as, for example, you do index.html and you want to uh, upgrade your index, you must have another file for style CSS. Well, for this Tailwind CSS, a utility first CSS framework packed with classes and that can be composed to build any design directly in your markup. So here for Tailwind CSS is a framework that anyone can use. So you can edit your HTML without going to your style CSS. So here's a little tutorial um, on how you can use Tailwind. See, he only has to write the class name and what he's going to upgrade. So you can see here, not using any um, style CSS. Next, here's some reviews of Tailwind CSS. He's the creator of Tailwind, Adam Watton. Here's some developers, and you can use an API for a design system. Here's some sizing. Here are some colors. Here's some typography and some shadows. And there's more. Build whatever you want. Seriously. Here you can simple, playful, elegant, and brutalist. It's tiny, never ship unused CSS again. See in this index, you could upgrade your HTML without going to your CSS. This is automatic, as you can see here. Whenever you type here, it automatically uh, builds in your CSS files, and it's auto-responsive whether you want it to be small, medium, or large. See here, this is a small. Here, small. This is a medium. This is a large, and so on. Now I want to show you how we can download this into your HTML or in your Visual Studio Code. So first you go to your tailwindcss.com and into your docs. Then you instantly get directed into the installation. And in this installation, I recommend using the Tailwind CLI or you can use the CDN. But the CDN has some downside where you can only use it when you have internet connection. Otherwise, you can use the CLI offline and online. So first, you follow the first step is install Tailwind CSS. Install Tailwind CSS via npm and create your tailwind.config.js file. So in here, you download this first one. You just Control C, and then you go to your Visual Studio Code and open your terminal. Now, when you open your terminal, you instantly Control V what you just copied in the here, and you press enter and you wait for it to download your Tailwind CSS. So you can see here it's downloading and wait for it a while. It should take some time according to your internet connection. This will download the tailwind.config.js where you could configure uh, your CSS file. Here's some node models, a lot of it. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Now it's completed. Now package log JSON and your package JSON. As you can see here, the Tailwind CSS is version 3.4.1. Next, you download this npx Tailwind CSS init. You copy that again, and you go to your terminal again, and you Control V, and you download it again. It should not take long according to your Wi-Fi connection, of course. Done. Next step, configure your template paths. Add the paths to all your template files in your tailwind.config.js. What it means is when you open your tailwind config.js, you can see here there's a bunch of codes, and in this content is where you put the file where you want your tailwind to be put in. So for example, mine is index.html. So you put a mark here and you put index.html. If you have anything like index.php, script.js, something like that, but it's only HTML, of course. So you could name it you can name it index.html, you can name it page1.html, anything you want, and as long as you put the name of the file here in the content. Okay, next is the add the Tailwind directives to your CSS. Now we make a file, a folder, name src, and then you make a file called input.css. After that, you put this input into your src, and then you copy all of this Tailwind base component and utilities into this input CSS. Okay. Next is start the Tailwind CLI building process. Run this CLI tool to scan your template files for classes and build your CSS. Now we just copy again and go into your terminal, and you enter and wait for it to download. It should be quick according to your internet connection. Done. In the output CSS, there's many codes, before, after, box sizing, border width, and so on. There's a lot of codes here. And then you could start using your Tailwind in your HTML. Add your compiled CSS file to the head and start using Tailwind's utility classes to style your content. So here, below the title, you could put uh, link, browse sheet, and the herf is src output.css. And now you can use it. Uh, you can use it. So you want your text to be colorful or big, so you put h1 class, and you put the text into maybe 3xl. So you can hover over this class, and you can actually see what it is in the style CSS. It actually is font size 1.875 rem or 30px, and the line height is 2.25 rem or 36px. And next you want it to be red, for example, then text red maybe 400. Now you can hover over it again, and the text opacity is 1, and the color is RGB 248 or red 400. Now you could put any of the text is hello world, and when you preview, it is hello world. And there's also a thing called there is here templates. There's also templates where you can use in your Tailwind CSS. Here in the tailwindui.com/templates, you can actually use many templates to use in your HTML. Here, built with modern technologies, easy to customize, built by experts. You could uh, you could find as well your layout, how you the different display, that's block, inline flex, and so on. And you could see how you have to write your code in Tailwind CSS, because not all Tailwind CSS is the same as the CSS code here, background none, gradient to T, gradient to R, and so on. Yeah, I think that is it for me. I hope this video is useful for all of us and me, of course. I'm sorry if I made mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.